Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Boba7772, and today I'm bringing you the new World of Nintendo 4-inch Wave 1-2 action figure of Samus Aran from the Metroid Prime series. So without further ado, let's get started. I do believe this is Metroid Prime and not original Metroid, though I am going to admit that I'm still kind of a newbie to all this Nintendo stuff, and by newbie I mean I've only really been obsessed with Nintendo for about a year now, so I don't know every nook and cranny, so I don't know if this is Metroid Prime, original Metroid, or what, but so yeah, let's get started. I want to say that the reviews I've seen of this and all the pictures I've seen, the paint job looked absolutely terrible to me. I was absolutely terrified to see it in person because I knew I wanted it, but I was like, God, the paint job is so ugly. I'm going to have to repaint it. It just looks really bad. And to my surprise, in real life, it looks a lot better than it does on camera. She looks really good, actually. So before you know, if you want to be the judge of her yourself, I wouldn't, but like, if you think that she has a bad paint job, which I think that so far, as for what I've seen, I'm kind of the only one in the camp for this, but I'm not the best fan of the paint job that I've seen for her online. However, the paint job on the actual figure is really nice, so if you see her in the stores, check out her paint job, see what you think, because I think it's really good. So she does look all funky in the packaging, like her knees are every which way. Good news is we're going to open her, so she won't stay this way forever. Pardon me. The packaging on this, we'll go over first. She has a nice blue here, to where the Mario guys usually have like a red, the Donkey Kong has like a yellow, Zelda has a green, you know, Samus here, the Metroid figures have a blue. We see her here, we see the mystery accessory. Can't wait to check that guys out, or to check that out and show you guys. I know what the mystery accessory is because I spoiled it for myself, which I know I shouldn't have, but I guess it's kind of obvious too. I mean, anybody who's played a Metroid game should be able to take an educated guess. We'll look on the back here. There is Diddy Kong, Blue Toad, Luigi. I've done reviews for all of those. Those are the other ones in the 4-inch line for Wave 1-2. I highly urge you to check out my reviews of those if you're, you know, still on the edge about getting them. And then we have a 6-inch Ganondorf and 6-inch Metroid. I want the 6-inch Ganondorf so bad. I've been looking for them. And the 6-inch Metroid, I was like, you know, I may get it. But now that I have the Samus, I'm like, I need the 6-inch Metroid. I totally need Samus to be dueling that. That'd be like just so awesome to set them up that way. So she's 4.5 inches tall, 14 points of articulation, blah blah blah. You know, one of the things I love about this is a 4-inch line, and these guys are in the 6-inch line, but some of them are taller than 4-inch, some of them are shorter than 4-inch. Like the 6-inch line, some of them, they're not exactly 6 inches tall. So I absolutely love that they're actually keeping scale with that, instead of making it all out of scale just so that they'll be the same size. So Jakk Specific is really good with character selection, as you can see by the characters on the back of that, and I think that they're good with articulation and usually overall like sculpt and stuff. My problem with them mostly is paint job. So let's open this bad girl up and see what she's made of. Alright guys, so here she is open, and as the packaging says, she is about 4.5 inches tall, and she has 14 points of articulation. Right off the bat, I want to just point out just a small nitpick. I wish that she had had 15 points of articulation, and the 15th point would have been in her left wrist. I would have absolutely loved if they, you know, gave her peg joint in her wrist, but that's, I guess, just minor nitpicking. So the articulation on this figure is a ball jointed head that rotates around 360 degrees, but is restricted by her shoulder pads, more or less, and, you know, just the kind of the position of her helmet. So it would be able to go around 360, but it really only goes from side to side like this. Her shoulders rotate around 360 degrees like this. Her shoulders below here rotate around 360 degrees like this. Her elbows rotate around 360 degrees and move up and down. Her waist rotates around 360 degrees and is kind of on like a little joint where it can kind of go forward and backwards, but really not as much as you would like it to. Her legs rotate around 360 degrees at this really awkward angle. Most of our articulation is articulates at very awkward angles, just kind of based on how her armor is. her knees bend backwards and rotate around 360 degrees, and her ankles rotate around 360 degrees. So I want to point out, first of all, that she has quite a bit of articulation, especially for a female character, which... not trying to be a sexist comment or anything, but they usually don't give female characters much articulation in pretty much any of the toy lines I collect. It's kind of a little bit upsetting, but Samus, I guess that part of the reason she has better articulation is as opposed to maybe if they gave Zero Suit Samus a bit less. I guess I could get that because she's fully armored, and a lot of people can't even tell that she's a girl. I was amiibo hunting one day, and this dude came up to me, and he's like, I guess he thought Samus was rare or something. He's like, dude, did you see Samus over there? I heard he's rare and they have him. And I was like, dude, you're a scalper. Why would you think that Samus is a dude? Samus is a chick. But She looks really cool. This is just like a really nice figure. Absolutely love it. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. The articulation is really awkward, as you can see, like by how she is articulated here. This is her shoulder and leg going 180. But even with this strange articulation, she's really, really cool. Just, that's not natural. That's not a natural pose. It's like, what the heck? So some of the poses are going to look a little bit silly. The paint job on this, that's what I really wanted to get to. It is a lot nicer than I thought. I guess the packaging and all the reviews I saw kind of made me think that her orange armor was a bit of an uglier orange and blended in with the yellow a bit too well. But if you could see it on the actual figure, which I don't know if you'll be able to tell by this review or not, because if you are watching this review and you still think it's ugly, you might be right. You might think that it's ugly no matter what. But I would still urge you to check out the actual figure if you want, or just like go to the store, see if they have them. If you're kind of thinking about getting her, and then check out the paint job. But I think that the paint job is actually really amazing. Glad that I'm not going to have to go over it again. We can see some green detailing on her legs here and thighs. A little green detailing on her wrist. The green on the helmet and breastplate, just darkish green / black throughout the shoulders and arms, and then we can kind of see this darkish green / blackish grayish color in her thighs, on her shoulder pads, I guess just the undersuit of the armor. Her arm cannon has an orange color inside, and then it's green for the most part. You can tell that a little bit of the paint's wearing off, so it's like originally orange sculpted. You can tell how the arm cannon is sticking on. I kind of have a fear that the peg's going to pop out, the arm's going to pop off, and I'm going to lose the peg and not going to be able to put the arm back on. But really, this figure is just really cool. Gonna have her stand up Master Chief figure too. That would look really cool. And she's just a really great figure. I'm gonna take the mystery accessory out while I give you my final thoughts on this. So what are my final thoughts on Samus Aran, the action figure from the World and Nintendo line? Well, I think that she's actually a really great figure, and honestly, I think she's one of the better figures in the entire World and Nintendo lineup. She is just really awesome. Her paint job is really good. I don't really see, here's a mystery thing, by the way, it's her rolling into a ball, really tiny too, like really tiny, but it's one of the best paint jobs I've seen with the figures. A little bit awkward articulation. I'm going to set her up next to Link too. A little bit awkward articulation, but I really do like her. She is a really amazing figure, and look at how tall she is next to Link. Link's obviously supposed to be kind of young. Samus is, supposed to be this really bad robot fighting space robot fighting kind of chick in a battlesuit in space, so obviously she's going to be quite a bit bigger than Link, but that is them next to each other, and she's just an amazing figure. I would highly recommend picking her up. She's probably my favorite of the 4-inch line so far, with Link coming in as a close second, just because she has pretty much flawless paint job and everything. So I'm going to give her a rating of 4.5 out of 5. She's not 100% perfect, because I did have a few things that I nitpicked, but I really like her, and she is probably the best figure so far, and I highly recommend her to you guys who want her. So that's pretty much it. I've been rambling for way too long now. Thank you for watching my review. Please make sure to subscribe for more action figure reviews, comic reviews, video game reviews, all that stuff. And until next time, Boba7772 out.